we're gonna start the intro the same way we usually do it, but then you're gonna introduce our guest.
Yes.
All right. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Reps That Count podcast. My name is Valens J. Nicholas, aka Snappy Patchy, and of course, I'm here with my homie, my dog, your favorite coach, personal trainer, Adam.
Just Adam.
Nah, not just Adam. We're gonna start adding it to it. Yeah, we can't. You can't just be Adam no more because we're trying to. You gotta.
Too easy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? If you're trying to be memorable, you can't be just Adam.
Just Adam is pretty memorable.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of Adams in the world.
True.
I mean, we got to make sure we remember. You feel me? We trying to set history here. All right. So.
All right, so we have a special guest today. Started off as my client and now pretty much a good friend of mine, which is pretty cool. Hector Reyes, which he's been in financial services for the past 31 years this month. Yeah.
It's true.
So this is gonna be our finance episode. So Hector, the floor is yours. If you want to give us a quick little, bio about yourself.
Sure. My name is Hector Reyes. Just Hector Reyes. Yes, I'm Puerto Rican. My mother is from Dominican Republic, and my other half of the family is from Haiti. My father is Puerto Rican. I'm born and raised in Puerto Rico. Between Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. I come from a very humble family. We were 4 kids, mother and father, great family. My father is a war veteran. My mother is a mother veteran who have to take care of 3 boys. I was born when my mother was 15 years old. You see, Mayan. I grew up with my mother.
Wow.
My father working in the government for 25 years. Then he retired when he became 50 years old.
That's awesome.
That's my motto. We got a very nice family. We grow together. We do everything together. I went to public school in Puerto Rico. Then I have a scholarship to play volleyball. At the same time, I was a professional musician and I was making a lot of hustles on the side.
Yeah.
And I remember one day, just like this, we was chatting and one of my friends says, "Yo, man, you want to make some money?" I said, "Is this illegal?" Yeah. Just let me know. And he introduced me to mortgages.
Okay.
And I said, "You know what is a mortgage?" I don't know. I know my father paid the house, but I don't know anything about it. And he said, "Well, this company is looking for people to work in, students to work in part-time and make some bucks." And I went there and I fell in love.
Okay.
That was a boiler room.
Oh,
you see
okay.
in a 10 by 10, 20 MFs on the phone, like, selling. I said, wow, I fall in love with that. And then I started working with this guy. And at one point he said, "You know what? You're very good on the phone. I listen to you selling and everything. You're very good. I'm gonna train you." And I learned from the guy. It was not this weak, modern. Oh my God! Everything is no. It's like you're from the island.
Yeah.
Tough love from the islands.
Yeah.
You know how it is. Like no, you run. And you loved it, yeah. I mean, you don't dare to say anything to those guys.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot. And one day I said, "Listen, I feel pretty confident that I can go out and start selling." And then I become I start as an assistant, then a junior loan officer, and then I become a loan officer. And at that moment you do mortgages, you do line of credits, you do commercial. Back in the 90s, the POS, the people start paying with the credit card. That was very new at the moment.
Yeah.
And I went out and sell. And at one point, I was making more money than my father, and I was in my second year in college.
Nice.
And I was a professional musician with all the best salsa, merengue bands in Puerto Rico. I traveled a lot. I studied, and I got a great time.
Man,
I started my business. Be honest with you. When I was like 13 or 14, in front of, when you live in El Barrio or in a ghetto in Puerto Rico, you got a bunch of houses, abandoned houses, but a lot of water, running water.
Yeah.
And I was watching and I said, man, this is running water for like 3 or 4 months. And I talked to someone, they repair. I talked to my father. he lent me. He don't give me anything.
Wow. Okay.
He lent me $20 and I bought a hose, bucket, soap, and everything. I started cleaning cars.
That's
Right there. Yeah, and I went to the bad guys on the neighborhood and said, guys, I can clean your car. They trust me.
Yeah.
My father was a guy that nobody can say anything about him in our place. You know, he was a very respectful guy. And plus his brother was a killer in the neighborhood too. That had a little bit. But people do respect my father.
Yeah.
Despite my uncles, my cousins, whatever they do respect my father.
Yeah.
And they say, yeah, sure, I'll give you $20. I bought it. I start my later. I think by 2 or 3 years after that, I got like 4 or 5 kids working for me.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you was like already an entrepreneur.
I love it because what happened, we have that from my mother. Because that's what I told you. My mother is a veteran in the house.
Yeah.
My mother and my father, they decide to have a big family.
Yeah.
That's their decision. My mother was very young, and my father works his tail off for the family. But my mother don't only stay home.
Oh, okay. She wasn't a stay-at-home mom. She was okay.
She sell everything.
Okay.
We have that from my mother.
Okay.
The business entrepreneur thing is from my mother, not my father. My father is a very traditional 8 to 5 guy. I don't never remember my father leaving the house before 7 and never arrived to the house 5:30.
Okay.
Never. Swear of God, never.
Okay.
But my mother, she was a hustle. Yeah, she sell lunch. She sell jewelry. And not only I like her to sell, she was tough.
Yeah.
She
So like
said,
you couldn't get over on
on
her, like-
Friday. No, on Friday. Let's say she went out on Monday and sell everything, and on Friday is a payday.
Yeah.
She take all the kids on the we used to have a big ass car. Okay, let's go, and she go, hey, what's my money? Like,
Oh.
yeah, bro,
So you
like
should-
that.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Time out. See, wait. This is getting good. We're already getting lost in the story, Hector. But before we continue on, we do have a tradition on this podcast, and I have to kind of continue to because if I don't, Adam's gonna like let it go. So I do have a question I have to ask both of you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
The question is a question we ask every episode when we remember.
Mm-hmm.
What's something that you've done in the past week that you're proud of?
Be a good person.
Okay.
Be a good person. Be respectful with people. Take care of my family. I'm always proud of that. I try to live my life like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Adam? What have you done this week that you're proud of?
Oh, one.
Yeah.
Respect my coach. I follow his lead, and he knows. It's not true because we're here.
Yeah.
Whatever he said, I go to.
That's awesome. Not a lot of people do that.
It's stupid. You pay a personal training and you don't do whatever that he offer you to do.
Hey man, I see it all the time.
Me too.
Yeah, we've been crushing it this week.
Yes.
Awesome.
This is day 4 of Kundalini meditation.
Kundalini meditation.
So it's a 12-minute meditation that you do where you do a mantra and you're tapping fingers at the same time.
Wow.
And it's breath work. And they've done a bunch of studies on it. And within 40 days, it's supposed to really transform your mind and in mindfulness and being present in the moment. So this is day 4. I'm going to go 40 days.
Okay.
And
You're
see how it works.
do you need me to, I keep you.
I got my little tracker.
Nah,
little
the tracker
habit
don't work for you.
Yeah.
You need me to remind you for 40 days, 36 more days?
I mean, I already feel the effects of it like immediately because I did it here right before I coached the 5 a.m.
Okay.
And I felt more present at the 5 a.m.
Okay.
So it does have this like calming, just
Wow,
I'm
cool.
here thing. I'll send it to you guys. But
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. All right, for me, it's like it's not that deep, but it's not that deep. No, I bought my son this book that he wanted.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was
A book?
a book.
I love that.
Yeah, we went to the library, I think like last weekend or something, and like he was asking for Pug the Pig. And I was like, I've never heard of that. And I asked the librarian for it. She's like, it's popular. We don't have any right now. Like, it's all checked out. So I went online and I bought it for him.
Nice.
And, like,
That's cool.
He was pretty excited.
Now I gotta
about
check
it.
out Pug the Pig.
Yeah. Pug the Pig is pretty dope. Apparently.
Okay.
For the kids.
It's in vogue.
Yeah, they like it.
That's good.
Yeah, so that's what I've done.
And a kid, and this time asking for a book.
Yeah, 3 years old.
That's great.
3 years old.
That's
He
awesome.
loves reading. And I found that if I don't read to him at night, he doesn't sleep well. So I have to read to him every night.
That's cool.
So
Now
I like
we're at
that.
like 4 or 5 books, man.
you only have 4 or 5?
No, he a night, dude. Like he'll just keep
Oh
asking.
yeah,
for books.
I do.
You cap it 3.
I don't cap it. He just does 3.
3?
Like sometimes I like try to get him to get 1.
Yeah.
But like it's like I just tell him what go pick out the books you
Yeah.
want. But luckily 2 out of the 3 are usually short.
Yeah,
So
we're still reading that Halloween book
wow.
every night.
Which Halloween book?
I told you it's his favorite book.
No,
It's his
but I know you know
a
that.
Halloween
Halloween
scare
night.
in Florida.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a dumb book, but it is he from Halloween till now. We're still reading that book.
Oh, it's cool.
It's
Something
crazy.
about it is
Yeah.
connecting him with the
Yeah,
story,
yeah. My
which
kid-
is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Bro,
I think
yeah.
he likes it.
Yeah, I bought my kid 2 books from Aldi. It was like one of them was like Paw Patrol, the other one was Cars, and we read those.
He
Every
loves
night.
it?
Yeah. So every single night.
If it ain't
And then-
broke,
Love
Don't
it.
fix it. Yeah.
I love it.
All right. So that's what we've done this week. If you're watching or listening to this, feel free to put in your comment in the comment section what you've done this week or the past week that you're proud of. If you don't want to put in comment section, go ahead and text Adam. He loves getting text messages.
You can share it.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get back to Hector, man. Let's continue on.
Well, as I told you, my mother went on Friday. We take all the kids, put it in the back. Back in the day, we don't use car
Seat
seats.
belts?
No seat belt. This is the seat belt.
yep.
And sit down. That's the car seat. We went out and we grew up seeing my mother like hustling. She worked like hard from the house to help my father because there's a big family. My father only makes like $9 an hour.
Okay.
It's not that much.
And that was military pay or
No, he went. He was on the military. Then when he started working on the Puerto Rico government,
okay.
Puerto Rico Telephone Company, exactly, he works there. He started like $8-9 an hour. He grew
Yeah.
a little bit, but back in the days, my mother works her ass off, and my mother always had this mentality that you always have to have something just in case. Always.
Yeah.
I don't know why. She's always said, hey, yeah, you have to have some money aside. You never know.
Yeah. Now I gotta ask you this, right? Like
Sure.
I want to go into the relationship a little bit, like
Mhm.
your mother and father relationship, right?
Mhm.
Because like in modern days, like what I'm seeing, like when it comes to relationships, is like the idea of 50-50 or your wife or girlfriend making money or making as much money or more money than you
Mhm.
seems to be problematic, right? Like
Mhm.
a lot of times it seems like respect in a relationship gets lost somewhere.
Mhm.
Now, in that case with your mother and father, like how was that? Like do you feel like there was always some respect there and it was just like we just did what we did as a team? Or like how is that? back in the day?
My parents are very traditional. My mother know her roles and my father know her roles.
Okay.
And the reality is, in my house, my mother run the house,
Yeah.
but my father was the king.
Oh.
Mhm.
That's the reality.
That's a great way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother run the
That
house,
was
and
such a
my
good
father will never go against my mother, at least in front of us.
Yeah.
My mother say no,
That means no.
that's mean no.
Now, but if your dad says no, is that the same
No.
thing? No means no. No means no either way.
Because we grew up, we have a phenomenal relationship with my parents. My father is like a great guy. My mother is this tough love woman.
Mm-hmm.
Everything have to be like this way. My
Yeah.
father is a little bit like, very nice and everything. And we grew up that way with both sides. But something that we can be able to play in our houses when they say no is no.
Okay.
Don't bother yourself to go to your father if your mother says no. Because if my father walks to my mother and said, you already say no?
And then you're in trouble.
I'm in trouble. We are all in trouble. And we learn to work in everything about that and see that special relationship between my parents, especially starting so young, because my mother was 15, my father was 21,
Mm-hmm.
22. you know, and then they have 50 something years old married right now.
That's awesome.
Something
That's
works.
awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Jed, she runs the house, but he's the king.
Damn. Like that's the highlight right there of the episode.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
You know what's the funny
But
part?
does that exist anymore?
I
Is
don't-
that something that modern, like, that is amazing. That is like
Mhm.
what you want
Yes.
out of a, like,
Yeah.
that is what you want. I don't see that a lot
How do you
anymore.
get to that?
I don't
Like, is
even
that a
know, dude.
conversation?
Well, remember, you have to add. They come from a different
Time.
time. You know, my father grew up with my both parents. My mother grew up in a difficult household,
Okay.
and when they are together, it was a little bit difficult for my mother because she don't understand.
Yeah.
And then she learned from my father how to be that way, and
Okay.
she treasures that, and she don't allows nobody to change that.
That's awesome.
You know, and it was a very, very nice way to live, because let me give you this idea. In my house, my mother do the laundry, but we have to fold
Yeah.
and
Put it
everything.
away.
Yeah, everything. Every morning when we go to school, before we go to school, we have to leave everything nice. My mother, let's say we go to the school, she stay, she do all the meals for the afternoon, and we arrive, we serve ourselves, and then we cleaning everything. She only serves to my father.
Oh, okay.
That's it. She do everything for my father. We have to take care of ourselves, because, as my father said, your mother is you know, her color is dark, but she's not a slave.
Yeah.
You know, she's my wife, not your wife. So I'm telling you exactly the way he said it. She's my wife and your mother. And
Hey, that teaches independence.
Oh my God.
That teaches so much independence.
I mean,
Dude.
but you put this in context. You got a military guy mindset,
Mm-hmm.
and you got a person who lives a life very difficult between families.
Yeah.
And you put it together, and they get along, and they decide to do this for the family. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right now, well, back in the day, I said, why I have to do this? Well, because I have to. If
Yeah.
I don't do it, you think I arrive to my house and say, oh, mom's do rice and beans and chicken. I don't want that. I want another thing. Well, bro, you're
You're
gonna
not
fall
gonna
asleep.
eat. Yeah.
You're gonna eat. You
You're
know.
not gonna eat.
But if my father said, my father always called my mother Lulu. My mother's name is Lucia. He said, yo, Lulu, I don't want chicken today. Can you do me another thing? He said, yeah, sure. What do you want? I said, like, and we tried. No, I already did it. And not only that, on Sundays, my father do a list and put it on the fridge. Who cleans the dishes after everybody?
Uh-huh.
There's no way. But when my sister was like 14, 15, we pay her to do it. You know, but in my house, it was phenomenal, you know, and I moved the way I was in my house to my business, and
Okay.
I tried to implement that on my business, and working fine, I think.
Damn. I'm learning a lot
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
dude.
54 years,
Yeah.
54 years married is not a coincidence.
No, that's hard work.
Exactly. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of
Dedication.
love, a lot of patience, knowing both sides. This is your job. This is my job, and respect it. It's a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I see them, and sometimes they fight like they have like 2 years married. And I say, God damn, this is fun. I love it. Yeah. Then, and my mother was in Spain and Portugal with my brother. And I went to Puerto Rico and brought my father with me. And he was like, yeah, I'm taking vacation from your mother. Okay. But my other brother was in my house as well. And he was like, oh, yeah. And the first 2 or 3 days. And then, oh, I'm going to call Lulu. And I said, yo, bro, listen, it's 8 o'clock here. It's 3 a.m. in Spain. You call mom right now. You know what's going to happen. But it's the beauty of after 50 something years old, how they miss in each other.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Freaking amazing. Bro, sometimes my father is retired. He's 75 right now. He's been retired 25 years. And sometimes he sit down watching television, and my mother, out of the blue, I'll be there. You want some coffee, baby? Actually, yes. It's a. It's like, yeah,
It's like she just read his mind,
you
bro.
know, and it's beautiful, and at the same time, it's sad from the standpoint of when one of them dies. I know the other one's gonna be right after.
Yeah.
I know. We know that.
Yeah.
You know, it's phenomenal seeing something like that. It's like weird.
Yeah.
You don't see that often. And the families,
Special.
and the families that you see that have more than 20, 25 years of married, they have that secret sauce. If you ask all of them, it's different methods, but and execution, but in essence, it's the same.
It's a sauce, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel like it's that synergy. It's like you said, the sauce. Like they figured out the recipe. Like you do this, we do that, we do this together. This is how we raise our kids. It's like there's no friction there. It's like this is our team, and this is how we.
Even if there is friction,
things.
it's like the friction is like not in the public eye. Like the kids never, experience.
Not that I remember.
Yeah.
No, not that I remember.
That's awesome.
That's dope. All right, now you said that you've taken a lot of things from your mother and brought that into your business. Yeah,
Yes.
like what are some things that what are some things that you took from your mother and how did you implement
Respect
it in
others.
business? Okay.
Respect others. Sometimes we're three different guys right here, and the fact that you think different, it doesn't mean that you're better or I'm better than you.
Yeah.
I respect that. Be on time. My father is sick about being on time. He knows.
Oh yeah.
If I'm late, I call him late. Listen, I'm like 5 minutes late. I'm so sorry. I didn't.
No, the
mean it,
latest
or
he's
this.
been is on time.
It's
Like on to the minute. That's the latest he's ever been.
Okay.
and always in business, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Even if it's tough, even if it's difficult, but tell the truth. I see that in my house. Always my mother. My mother is only 4'9". Just imagine. Look at me like, dime la verdad. Tells me the truth. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You know how it is. We grew up with Iceland mothers. You know how it is.
Oh yeah.
They only ask you once because they already know.
They already know.
And I pass that. It's very important for me when I do anything, I always think about them. Always, if I carry my father's name,
Yeah.
I'm Hector Reyes, like my father, and I always think like, if I fuck up my father's name, I want to feel like crap.
Damn,
Why in the world I'm gonna do that?
Yeah.
And he feels so. You have no idea how he feel when he go anywhere with me, and people say, "Oh, your son is this. Oh, that's great." And for me, that's the legacy for him.
Yeah.
He don't care. My brothers own businesses. I own businesses. My late sister, she went to college and do accounting, but then she decided to take care of her kids. But every time we went and everybody say anything to him about his kids, and you can see it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One of the first, this is something for me very, very emotional, because when my father retired, we went to his office, his retirement and everything. And I remember in his wall, he have my acceptance and college letter on his.
Wow.
I was, for me, bro, I feel like, wow, man, that's for me was like natural, because that's something that I was looking for.
Yeah.
But for him I was the first
It's a
one in the
proud
family.
moment, dude.
Yeah, the first one in the family got a college, a scholarship, one of the best universities in Puerto Rico. For him, and when I went there, I said, like, this guy wakes up every day thinking about his family.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can tell. You got his family's pictures and everything in there. And after me was like, wow, this guy is unique. This guy is special, And I use everything. My father only has high school, but he was 3 times supervisor of the year in Puerto Rico Telephone Company, out of 50,000, 60,000 employees.
Nice.
That tells you how commit that guy is,
Yeah.
how serious he was. And we learned a lot from him on that aspect. And I transpire that to my businesses and other people that I learn. Because I'm always like a sponge. Give me anything, I learn something new. But that core from my parents, my mother and my father, was very important for me.
Okay.
The hustling from my mother is these days.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yes, and it's weird because usually mothers are the one who but not my mother, bro.
No,
I think that's a really
You don't
cool
want to.
dynamic.
You don't want to owe her anything. She will call you like 45 times and show up. Hey, my money. I need my money now. I lend you
4-9.
this. Yeah.
499. Like, hey.
Here's the way she see it. This money is better in my pocket for my kids than in your pocket.
Yeah.
So I got one day when she's here, we're gonna meet her. And just imagine how tough for her. My mother left Dominican Republic when she was 9, and she went straight to New Jersey. Out of all the places, she went to New Jersey, Jersey City. A bunch of Italians, a bunch of other races, no English, no nothing.
Yeah.
Her skin was like this tough.
Yeah.
Out of these days, sometimes my father is like, yo, Lulu, you gotta chill out. We went to a places. Look at it. We went to a places. And my mother is like, I told you, like this. I never see my mother do this.
Yeah.
And she went, I'm paying for this. They have to give me the service what I pay for. I said, baby, that's all right, mama. That's all right. No. It's not right. If I pay for a steak this way, I want to stay this way. I said, okay, whatever.
Hey, she wanted medium. Is it medium?
Yeah, medium well.
Medium well.
But at the end of the day, when you use that on business, it's important because sometimes you have to stick to your guts.
Yeah.
That's what I pay for, and this is when I sit down with this guy. I told him, I'm not gonna pay you for the service. Pay you for a result.
Yeah.
Yep.
The day I don't feel there's a result, well,
That's
we
it.
move on.
Yeah.
So that's actually something that I stole from you, and I told you when I was going to steal it from you. He applies that to his business. It's just from when he's searching for anything. It's you're not paying for the product. You're paying for the result of the product.
Yeah, anybody can sell me a product.
Yeah,
You can buy a product for anybody, but a result is what really matters.
And
Pay
look,
for a result.
think about how many things you wouldn't frivolously spend on if it didn't have a very specific result or impact in your life. Like
wasting of money.
Yeah,
and
you're wasting
resources
money.
and time, and why?
So now, if you go into sell, I don't know how much selling you do. Like, is that how you approach your sales? Also, like, hey, this is what the results you will get.
I changed with experience. You start changing the way you sell.
Okay.
And if somebody tells you, yeah, I'm selling the same way in 20 years, you don't learn anything.
Okay.
When I start, I was very eager to make money. That's the reality. I never experienced having money, and having the opportunity to really have money for the first time in my life drive me to do a lot of stuff. Good thing, I have good people around me that put me in my place right away. Usually right now what I'm doing sell, and in my point after so many years, I decide who I work with. That's the difference.
Okay.
Back in the day, I take everything just to get more experience and more income. But right now, I decide who I work with or what I do. I don't rush myself. I feel more comfortable. I feel that sometimes, even when I make a lot of money on one transaction, tell these people the truth is the right way.
Okay. It's like, even if there's a lot of money on the table, if it's not going to work out at the end, it's like you don't want to.
We talked to him. I talked to him a lot about that. I mean, I'm doing a business right now that I'm trying to close, and it's not right. And I told him, listen, I'd rather not sell, and it's a good commission. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if I screw my partners,
then your reputation's on the
100,000, 150,000. That commission is nothing if you screw your parents,
yeah.
your friends or your partners or stuff like that. Right now, I grew a lot. I learned from a lot of people. I see people that are better than me, the way they do it, and I try to use the best of them, and I apply it to my sense, and that's the way I work. I rather say no. I told him that too. That's my best friend. No.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, why you say so much no? He said, well, because no saved my life. No saved my life.
And how long have you guys been working together?
3 months, yeah.
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
What's the one thing you feel like you've learned from Hector and Adam? Like what, like out of all of the conversations you've had, like what's something that you're like, okay, like this is like very
transparency. So we talk a lot about his deals that are going on. And more just because I probe and I'm trying to learn. It's almost like I get paid to learn. This is the greatest sessions ever.
Yep.
And the transparency, like he'll go into these meetings and they'll say this and this, and he's like, no, that doesn't add up to this, and he approaches all of his situations like that, and his ability to walk away from these situations.
Yeah, I love that.
And ability to tell people to go fuck themselves.
I love that. He was present one day that I said, I do that.
Yeah, like all the time. Like all the time. Which takes balls. Like who says that?
Yeah.
That takes balls. But I think when you're in the position that he's in and you've climbed as far as you've climbed, you've had to say fuck off a lot.
You know what's the difficult part to learning to say that is when you're broke.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah,
and I learned that from someone that I love that person. I wish I have more people than that. When you say no when you're broke is when you are ready to grow.
Okay. Now after you started, right? After you started your climb, did you ever fall?
Whoever tells you no is a lot of bullshit.
Okay, so then
a lot of times.
How you climb back?
Yeah.
How do you climb back?
What happened? I always take calculated risks.
Okay.
And when I make a move, I know I can scratch myself, but I left a very solid foundation. Yeah. When you have a solid foundation, you can build whatever. That's not a problem. But I don't mind. In 2005, 2006, we were talking about that today. Everybody was, yeah, I can sell, I can do a loan. And I said, nah, I'm going to stick to my FHAs, VAs, conventional, and SBA for commercials. And everybody was doing all the crazy shit.
In Miami, by the way.
And let me tell you.
We're talking about the bubble right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just to give you an advice, at that moment I was making like killing.
Okay.
Because the market was making a killing. But what I did is I stick to my principles, and that's what I mean. Say no when you're broke.
Yeah.
I wasn't broke, but I can make three times more. And I'd rather stay in my line. By 2007, part of my I've been in financial services, especially in everything related to mortgages, commercial, and residential. And I work in a secondary market. Just to let you know, secondary market is I close a deal, and these people in the secondary market take all those loans, bundle, and sell them. I work in that, and this is a real business. Mm-hmm. Forget about selling a mortgage and somebody close and you make a commission. No, that's a real business. This is where the banks make some money.
Okay.
And I learned a lot. I remember Eric. I learned from him. He brought me wines and said, I do that for free. Because I really need to know the second part. I said, selling this is too easy for me, but I want to know what happened after. And I talked to Eric, and every time I got time, I sit down with him, and I started learning the business from inside.
Okay.
That's the difference. And by middle 2007, something happened on the market that I say my oldest daughter's mother, my ex-wife. And I said, I think it's time to make some changes. And I think I'm going to change my business. I'm going to sell my business. And he said, why would you say that?
You just had a feeling?
I mean, take this in consideration. My bachelor degree is in finance. Mm-hmm. And my master is in finance and marketing. I've been related to numbers all my life.
Okay.
And reading, I was checking the readings and say like, I don't know. That's weird. It's like something is where you get the ick and something like.
So like you're talking like mortgage rate.
Yeah, everything happens in the market was off.
Okay.
It's impossible that the market prices go this and the incomes goes this. It's a big gap right there. Okay. Something's gonna fall. It's a big bubble. And she tells me, "Oh, what do you think?" I said, "I don't know. Let's sell." And somebody buy me out. Good money.
Okay.
And then I went to Chase and I started working a mortgage. Just I don't want to manage nobody. I don't want to have a company. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sell. Just waiting for the crash to make money.
Yeah.
And exactly. September, October in 2008, the market crashed. Like I remember that day. I would sit down watching Squawk Box.
Mm-hmm.
And when they said Lehman Brothers is going to bankruptcy, I said, "Oh shit, here we go." And I called her and I said, "You remember?" You know what's the funny part? The first call I received was a guy that I sold my car. Hey, right. I said, "That's your problem. You have to do your due diligence." I opened all my books. You see everything that was legit.
Yeah.
It was ever good business. You pay for it. But I lose a lot of money on that time, and I went down and lose some money, and then I went to divorce and everything. But I bounced back because my foundation was so solid. At the end of the day, I can lose everything, but I have this.
Yeah.
And I can sit down and try to build back. Because I hate when people tell me, "Oh, it's just very difficult in this country." For real? Oh, for real? It's very difficult in this country? You see those guys who come from Haiti with nothing and they're multimillionaires right now?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that tells me that you don't have opportunities, but you have to have a foundation. When you have a foundation, you can do everything. But yeah, I scratched myself a few times.
Okay.
A lot of times. More than I like it.
I want to change gears just because we do have someone very special in financial services on the show. And I feel like a lot of our listeners are, let's say, in their 30s trying to figure out life,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
What financial advice would you give for someone who, let's say, hasn't saved up a lot of money, who hasn't invested in a lot of or diversified investments? Where should they be putting money in? What should they be avoiding?
One of the best businesses to put money on is real estate. That's a reality. Real estate is is a good money on it, and the risk is minimum. There's a reality. It's always there. If you manage your assets good, you're gonna make a lot of money. If you have some money, put some money on stocks, good stocks. You can buy some stocks and diversify. If you got some money, you just diversify your money in different places. Learning from people that really know. Forget about those TikTok gurus. They say a lot of BS. Guys that when you check them, they never went to school. They never have anything. They just selling you.
I know who you're talking about. I
know a lot of those guys. I have guys that I really, really, really respect.
Okay.
They're very good. Others that are clowns with followers. They're clowns with followers. That's a reality. And be mindful that your experience or Adam's experience or your experience is not yours. You have to live your own experience. Mm-hmm. You have to go through the motions. You have to scratch yourself, study. It's a lot of publications, great publications that you can sit down and read about it. Study. Go to college. You got a lot of colleges right here that you pay for courses. Know how to trade. Don't sit down with a guy in a computer that have a $3 check telling you that they make $40 million a month on trading. Come on. You know how difficult is trading?
Oh, yeah.
You know how difficult it is?
It's a gamble. I know that.
Well, you have to be smart, super smart, and you have to be very aggressive and a lot of stuff. Listen, find your niche and be good on your niche. Don't try to be a real estate mogul, a trading mogul, a Bitcoin mogul, a this mogul. No, start with one.
Mm-hmm.
I become very proficient in what I do, and then I take it from there. That's my foundation.
Okay.
After that, I invest on real estate. I invest on this. I invest on that. But take one. Be good at one. Make some money at that, and then take that one to launch other things.
Now, what would you say, like, if you were, I don't know if you do any mentorships or whatnot, but if you were mentoring somebody who had nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or felt like they had nothing, because a lot of times it's like a mindset
Mm-hmm.
thing, right? Like, how do you change, like, what would you say to somebody who needs like that mindset boost?
Define nothing.
Like, all right, like, let's say if somebody has like bill, like they can't seem to
Get ahead,
like pay all their bills and then
Mm-hmm.
still have enough money left over to
That's
do anything.
the real people that I respect.
Yeah. So like, how do
Forget about those stupid clowns online selling bullshit.
Oh no.
I respect those guys.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's mindset. Sometimes it's because I know that for a fact. Because coming from a poor family, that's the reality. You carry that mindset that if I got $10, I don't want to. Bro, if I throw this $10, what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy nothing. One thing that I always say, people, listen, you want to grow? Grow hurts. When you do exercise, how we feel this morning after the wall yesterday?
Killed. Yeah.
Fucked up.
Legs are still.
That hurts. But if you want to grow your muscles, you want to grow in anything, that hurts.
Yeah.
And you have to do some sacrifices. For example, one point in my life, everything went sour. And what I did, bro, I work in construction from 5 to 7, 8 o'clock, go to my house, put my suit, go to work. Then at night, I go back to my house, sell, go back to my house. You're in a hole right now. You want to go out? You want to do something.
Yeah.
Sit down in your house and say, oh my God, how difficult it is. Oh my God. Yeah. You was complaining for 4 hours. Maybe you got a woman and working 4 hours and you make some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
what I
some
say.
people feel like they're too good to work.
If my kids have to eat, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what you said. I don't care if you see me on a nice car and then you see me serving French fries on McDonald's. I don't give a shit. I need my family to live to certain standards and I don't care fall asleep and go to sleep without eating. But my kids have to eat.
Yeah.
My kids have to have a good clothing. My kids have to have a good life. It's my responsibility.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I always tell people. People always tell me, I love cars. You guys know.
Yeah.
I love cars. That's a reality. I love cars. People say, oh my God, I wish to have your cars. I say, yeah, you can. I'm not special. I'm not special. I don't own a 747, But you want to do this. What are you doing towards that? Well, when they start with that, forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget about it. If I lose everything today, I will promise you,
come
in
right
3 or
back.
4 years, I will be in the same position.
Damn. That's all it takes.
I
3
believe
years.
it.
I don't
believe
care.
it. I believe
Or
it.
less. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Be honest, I don't care. But that's a problem. You want to grow? Grow hurts.
Yes.
Okay? Talk to your wife. Sit down with your wife. Hey, wife, we're going to have a better life. You want to travel. You want this. We want this. We need to sacrifice our time at least for 6 or 7 months. Let's see what's happening. There's a lot of companies right now. After COVID, the good thing about that is you got companies paying good money working from home.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a lot of people that I know. They arrive home early. They always complaining that they don't have money. Okay, what are you doing in your house? Well, watching television. Why? Sit down,
Get a
do
second.
this.
Yeah.
Exactly. 4 hours. Talk to your wife. Listen, from 3 to 7, I'm going to make $80 a day. That's it. $400 a week. $22,000 a year that you don't have.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
This there. And it's not difficult. But what happened is people don't want to compromise. People don't want to do the extra job. But they want everything.
Yeah.
It's like me, sit down with him and say, how much you charge? Charge this. Okay, no problem. I'll give it to you and I'll see you in 3 months. And I'm hoping to be like
Yeah.
very nice. I'm hoping in 3 months to clean 225 pounds. Okay, I see you. Take care. Boom. It doesn't work that way. I have to be here. I have to working with him. I have to follow his lead. I have to do a lot of changes that we do, but people don't want to do it. And that's really pissed me off. That's what I admire so much people that came from other countries. Because they come here and they don't care. They were doctors in their countries, but they clean houses.
Yeah.
They clean cars. They do this, they do that, they do the other. And then people complain, oh, this guy, oh my God, he got a lot of money. Yeah, it's true. The guy wakes up at 6 and goes to his house at 8 p.m. That's the difference. Once you set it down that everything is good, everything is taken care of, then you can go back and say, okay, let me see what I do, relax and enjoy whatever you do. But it's a hustle. If you don't have the hustle in you, it's in your DNA, bro.
Yeah. I just updated my resume today. I've been taking some courses online, man. Like I'm finally like, you know.
Well, you do that. So Valence is a good example of that. Like he needed to get out of a situation financially, and he educated himself online.
Oh yeah.
Took some courses.
Oh yeah.
Got another job that paid way more, double or something like that.
But
like,
you did something.
Yeah, like.
You know,
you did it.
Yeah.
You did.
But people don't do anything and they expecting to change, have different outcomes. No, I don't care. I mean, right now, like 2 years ago, my wife says like, man, I'm tired in the afternoon. We don't have the baby at that moment, obviously. Let's do something in the afternoon, some money and everything. I said, yeah, sure, no problem. And her mother working on a cleaning company, and we went in the afternoons to make some money.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can ask your money. One day I told her, listen, baby, I'm not gonna do it no more. Not because I don't like it. It's because I'm about to punch this guy in the face. Because the guy was an asshole.
Okay.
And one thing is that you push me to be better, and another thing is you know, treat me like shit.
Yeah.
And they can know, you know, people know them. And they treat me like one day I said, I don't need this shit. I used to have some fuck your money. Used to have that money every Friday that we receive the check. And just blow it.
The check don't even make it home.
We don't care. Yeah, we don't care. But what the point I try to make right here is that I don't have to do it. We don't have to do it. My wife is a nurse. She makes very well. And we make very well, but
you just not doing nothing.
We're doing nothing in the house. Sit down, watching television.
Oh yeah, that's impressive.
Oh my God, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah, and we don't do it because of money. We do it because, you know, just going out and do something together. And, you know, it's funny. But at one point I said, like, listen, I can't deal with the guy because the guy was disrespectful. And yeah, I mean, I don't care working and go home back to 10 o'clock from 6 to 10 and make $100 or whatever. I don't care less. I don't care about the money. But the guy was disrespectful, and I got everything. I said my wife, and she said, well, if you don't go, I don't go. And we stay home. And we worked like 3 or 4 weeks, something like that. I don't even remember. And we make some money out of that.
Nah, you know what's crazy? I downloaded DoorDash the other day because I was like, you know what? I got some time in my head.
Bro, she did that. She did it.
They won't let me sign up yet. I'm like waiting. I'm like, yo, you know, I could probably just like, if I'm not doing nothing, and like if I'm on the road, I could just like deliver some food real quick.
She did that, and she said, no, because I'm home and nothing to do, and I make some money. I said, yeah, why not? And that's why, and that's my whole point, because in this country you can make money in so many ways.
Yeah.
But people say, oh yeah, I go home. Oh yeah, when I go home, I'm gonna fuck my wife. I'm gonna sit down and why? If you struggle every 2 weeks and you live check by check, you have to sit down and
figure something out.
Yeah, you have to change. You have to change dynamics. If you don't change that, don't complain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't complain. And also, shut down all your social media because social media is fucking you up.
Oh yeah, mentally. Like it makes you feel like, I don't know, like social media sells you a dream that like everybody's just doing. No. They don't sell you anything. You buy it. It's different. It's different. They don't sell you anything. They didn't sell you anything. I go online and show me driving my Lambo.
I don't sell you anything. If you buy it, you buy it. If you want to buy that bullshit, you buy it, not me. No, I'm not selling anything.
Now, to me though, when I see stuff like that, it's inspiring because like I feel like I live in reality, right? Mm-hmm. Like my social media right now, Adam knows it's locked.
Yeah,
like you can't even go to my account for real. But like when I see that, like matter of fact, seeing somebody I grew up with have a Lamborghini is what have like started that dream for me.
Make me happy.
I was like, okay, boom. That. I'm like, yo, if like this dude lived across the street from me,
it's possible,
and he has a Lamborghini, I want one.
Why
too.
he do it?
He works in IT.
Okay, why?
Why does he have the Lamborghini?
No. Why he do that?
Post the Lamborghini.
Why he post the Lamborghini?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No. Why he owns a Lamborghini?
Shit, I have no idea.
That's the question you have to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Why? Because he can.
Yeah,
because he can, and he do whatever it takes to be in that position.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he's always had. It's kind of like similar to you in a way because like his mom always like had a business and like all like his whole family like owns like different businesses and stuff. So like he's
there.
Yeah,
He's not different.
I think there's. So before I forget, the most impressive thing that I actually seen from Hector is although he has 2 Lambos, a Ferrari, all this, he still doesn't frivolously spend money. He sent me a picture of these Reebok Nanos on sale
right here,
and he was so excited because they were on sale, and they're $130 shoes for like $60. He was so excited about that. Mind you, there's $500,000 in cars outside.
I mean, he came in the gym today and was like, "Yo, I bought these glasses for what, $8?
Yeah, $5. But that is so impressive to me.
My wife has a lot of to do with that too. You know, a lot. Yeah, she put me on keep me on track on that because I learning a lot from her because I don't care about money, and I used to spend a lot, and then she said, no. Never spend money on stupid shit like $4,000 shoes or stuff like that. But I don't mind if I go. We go. I pay. He said, no. Why? Why you have to pay? It's 3 guys.
It's true though.
I learned that from her. But for example, sometimes I'm in my car, and when I go out wearing shorts, a $3 shirt and a flip flops. People look at me
like you jumping out the Lamborghini with $3 shirt.
One thing I really like: fast cars and watches.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's where you spend your
yes. Back in the day when I was in the banking, managing banking, be a president, vice president, whatever, I always been like super dressed, very nice, because I sell a lot. But after I opened my office and my company 5 years ago, I said like no more, and I work like this.
All right, now I know like one of the things is like, you know, image is like important in a lot of places. Like do you feel like you're able to dress however you want because you got to that spot? Because like I feel like when I was working in the office, like it was like a place where people would just come in like dressed in like flip flops and like Crocs and t-shirts that's, you know, not ironed. I was like, yo, I can't dress like this. So I went to Old Navy and like I just got some, you know, dress pants, dress shirts, and like I just started walking in there like I was like the best dressed guy in there, and like I noticed like
they treat you different.
Yes,
true.
Like, is there something to be said?
I prepare myself for the occasion.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a reality. You know, I learned years ago that if I'm going to mechanic shop where the guy is wearing certain type of clothing, he's not clean and everything, it's not good taste to show up in a super nice suit.
That's interesting.
I put myself in the same level of the people that I met.
Okay.
I don't want to feel. I don't want them to feel that I'm
trying to look down on them.
Yes. Yeah. If I arrive like nice polo, jeans, very nice. They feel they don't. I don't even use a fancy watches or anything. I want them to feel that I'm part of his operation.
Okay.
But if I'll deal with CEOs and stuff like that. Depends on how assholes they are. I dress for the occasion, or I really just show up in flip flops and shorts.
All right, so if they're an asshole, do you do the flip flops and shorts, or is it the other way around?
Yeah. It's knowing the people that you serve.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I do a lot, and depends on that. I dress accordingly. Okay. But one thing is very funny. When I was in my last bank in Miami, people always tell me, "Oh my God, where's that? Oh my God, what a great suit." Two things. It was a $99 suit, number one. Okay? And number two, I spend money to tailor all my suits.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay.
You know?
And the cologne too, right?
Oh no, if you go to my don't talk about cologne.
I can't talk.
My wife's gonna see that and she knows about the washes and colognes, so you don't want to go there. What I really spend money when I use suits is on shoes.
Okay.
Good shoes. Clean, always, you know. But suits, sometimes she calls me, she's on whatever, Ross, let's say, one. Yeah, so this suit. I say, yeah, send me a picture. Fuck, I like it. How much it is? Oh, right here, say $98. Take it. The next day I go to Mario's.
Get it tailored.
Then I use it and people say, oh my God. And then.
It's how it fits.
Yeah.
It's how the suit
That's
fits.
it.
See, if you,
That's it.
There you go right there. Another gem right there, guys. Don't spend too much money on your suits.
Why? Sometimes I have canaris, $500, $600, $700. And then when I learn that I can find very good suits, but tailored, that looks good the way it is, not right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Not too
very
baggy,
nice. Yeah. Everything's fine. Looks good on you. That's it.
Yep.
And you save money.
Yeah. You look like money.
Exactly. You got nice shoes, tailor, and a nice wash. That's it.
You're golden.
That's it.
And cologne. I'm
Yes.
gonna keep bringing it back. You gotta,
100%.
You gotta smell good. I feel like you don't have. It doesn't. The cologne don't even have to be expensive. It just has to smell right.
Yeah.
And it has to be right for the occasion.
Yes. True. 100%.
Yeah.
I stamp it.
Yeah. There
I'll
you go.
Boom.
All right. So we're gonna start wrapping this up because
Sure.
I appreciate your time and your
thank
time
you guys.
is worth a lot. So before we go, I know we spoke about books earlier.
Yes.
You said you had like a couple books for me. So like, what can you give me?
Sure.
So these are books that Hector would recommend. Like,
I have few books. Number one is Confident Mind.
Confident Mind.
Yes. Don Quixote.
Don Quixote. Okay.
Don Quixote de la Mancha. Never Split the Difference.
Ooh, I love that.
God, this guy
That's
is
good.
phenomenal. Yes, this is one book that has been with me for almost 20-something years is The Little Red Book of Selling.
The Little Red Book of Selling.
Actually, it's red.
I assume it is. Yeah.
It's like this. I love The Art of War.
Okay.
That's a great one. And it's another guy, he's very proficient and one of the best writers in Spanish. And I read about everything. I'm not only business, it's Memoria de mis putas tristes. He's a guy who become old and he started going out with prostitution and everything, and he fall in love with one of them. This is a fucking great book.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, Gabriel Garcia Marquez is a writer. It's one of my favorite books.
All right.
That's the books that I read everything that I take in my hand, good, bad, but I read it.
I wonder if I could read a book in Spanish because I can defend Spanish like at home, like with my mom and stuff like that, right?
No, you'd
But,
be
like,
fucked up if you try to defend yourself with your mom.
no. Get the chancleta. But that would probably make me more proficient in Spanish, reading a book in Spanish, right?
True.
Maybe,
Because maybe in reading for you will be a little bit difficult, but listen.
Yeah. Listen.
What about watching shows in Spanish? That's how I learned how to speak English, by the way. I never had like ESOL class or anything.
There was always a novela in my house, like playing
Yes.
at all times in my house.
Yes.
Sábado Gigante.
That's a Latino thing. Novelas.
A novela.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess that won't help. Yeah, let me try reading a book in Spanish. Let me know how that goes. Or do both. Listen to it and read it. And then maybe that'll work. I think I might do the same.
Well, it's a great book. That one is a great book. I love La Memoria de mis putas tristes. Is one of the best books that I ever.
Has it been translated in English? So I can't read
it's
Spanish.
Memory of My Sad Horse.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or my Memories of My Sad Prostitutes. Because it's a freaking great book. And the guy, Gabriel Garcia Marquez, is
A great writer.
just think about Bukowski or those guys in that level
Okay.
in Spanish. That
I
guy
mean,
is the man.
I'm sure it had to be translated. I mean, things are translated from
Yes.
English to Spanish all the time.
If I find it, I'll send it to you.
All right. Sounds
It's
good.
phenomenal. The story behind it is like
That's
phenomenal.
awesome.
Damn. This is a good.
And it's not business related.
Yeah. I love that too, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Because not everything has to be business related.
I like to read business because you're learning something from somebody, like never split the difference and stuff like that. I learned, when I read that book, I learned that I do that without knowing it.
Split the difference?
It's incredible. Yeah. I know I do that
good.
without knowing.
Yeah.
When I read it, I said, I do this all the time. If I'm an advantage on anything, I never open my mouth. Yeah, I never. Yeah, whatever. That's my problem with the salespeople sometimes. If I sell you, shut up.
Yeah.
What's the deal? No, they want to oversell. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you lose the deal. Maybe you say something funny that the person hit.
Yeah, that wasn't funny to them. Yeah.
No. Are we gonna close? Yes, I'm here. That's it.
We were at a sales consult for nutrition yesterday, and it was the first thing. Colin was sitting in on it, and the first thing asked is, "Okay, so what are you struggling with?"
Mhm.
And then they tell you exactly what you need to sell them.
Yeah.
That's it. Listen. It's if you see our body engineering, it's 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up sometimes. Shut the fuck up. You open the mouth. And that's why when I read the Never Split the Difference, I said, like, damn, I've been doing that all my life and I don't know that.
Yeah.
And that's what I read business books. One thing that I don't like to read is, how you call them, those books that, oh, if you do this, you're going to be better.
Oh, like self-help books.
I can't. Yeah, I don't believe in that. Sorry. I don't need someone to tell me to help myself. I mean, why in the world would I need someone to tell me you have to do this? Well, the first thing you do is looking for that book. You don't need anything else. You have everything you need there. You know, it's me. I mean, I respect people who follow and read those books. Not me. I don't do that.
I think there's some great ones. I think we're actually talking about one.
I follow asleep.
The 7 Habits.
Seven Habits of Highly
But that's a
Effective
business
People.
book.
Well, that's different.
That's a business.
No, that's different because it's giving you landmarks that
Okay.
you can position yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's different.
Okay.
But those guys, they said, no.
Oh, you
if
can
do
like wake up
this-
at this time,
Yes.
do this. Okay.
Who was talking about that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I like to sleep.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em. Those guys that got online and say, yes, if you don't wake up at 5 o'clock, you're not good. For real?
Make your bed.
See, if you don't do this, you're working 24 hours a day. Yeah, it's true. And then I'm going to die at 40.
Yeah.
And everything that I do,
Doesn't matter.
somebody's going to use it.
Yeah.
No, I wake up whatever I feel. And then I work in whatever I want. You know, what works for you doesn't necessarily work for me.
Yeah.
But your wisdom is good for me. It's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It's good. I can say, wow, this is something that I don't know. But it worked for you. Maybe it doesn't work for you.
Mm-hmm.
I love books like about businesses that were built. Like I love Shoe Dog, like the story about Nike.
Mhm.
I love
that one.
Yeah, I love Delivering Happiness about Zappos. That one was awesome too. Like those are like two of my favorite like business like stories because like both of them like
That story is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like,
oh my god.
this is phenomenal. When I it was like, wow.
Yeah, like that book was awesome.
The Nike one is just like,
because like you realize like how many times like it was like one misstep Nike could have been like gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
they
like
were
nothing.
Yeah.
And at that day, I remember Converse. I can talk about it because I was in the 80s. I was a kid in the 80s, you know, drooling the Converse from Dr. J or the Converse. I was like, and then out of the blue, Nike. I said, Nike?
Remember, for Converse like sued them or something too.
Was
Dude,
Nike? And then one day, this black guy started flying around with
Jordan.
a basketball and changed the whole thing. That's the reality.
Yeah.
Nike without Mike is
It's not the same.
nothing.
It's not
He
the
changed
same.
he changed the game for everybody.
Yeah.
Like Messi changed the game for everybody now.
Mhm.
Sit down and check the Messi contract with Miami. Check everything he did in order to be with Miami.
Okay.
He changed everything. Right now,
Does he have a book yet? Messi?
I don't think he's a book by himself.
I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like he should have like a.
But sit down and check the negotiation he did in order to play with Miami. You will be amazed.
Okay.
Everybody was like, "Oh shit, this guy really put his hands on everything." You want me? I want to put my hands on everything.
Damn.
Perpetuity.
Okay.
That's
good.
smart.
He was already good, but now he's
Now
like
he's
he's
good.
smart with it. Yeah, he's smart with it. Like he's setting everybody else up. Oh man. All right, guys. Is there anything else? Any closing remarks? Like I don't want to.
no, just
I feel like I could do this for another hour,
Yeah.
but I don't.
No, I really appreciate that you guys invite me. I'm not a guru. I don't pretend to be a guru. I'm just a regular guy who went through the life and learned and shared my knowledge. I was in college and I remember this economics teacher tells me, you can know everything, but if you don't share it, you don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That was stick to me all my life. And I talked to him. I don't know. You know, when I talk to you, I never look down to you guys. I always respect you as a man. I always talk to you like a man, learning from you guys, everything that you tells me. I take the good and the bad. And that's what I want to be. I want to be happy the rest of my life.
Man, I do
That's
have,
it.
I do have to say, Hector. Like I
And you ride my Lambo.
I was gonna say. Listen.
We forgot to mention that.
That meant so much to me.
When he tells me, I said, you gotta ride my
Yo,
car
that
today.
meant so
Get
much
here
to
right
me,
now.
dude. Listen,
Yes or no?
I don't even drive like my car now. Like I swear, the other day I was driving and like I felt like the car turned into a Lamborghini. Like
That's
I could,
cool,
I
man.
could imagine.
But that's how you get a Lamborghini, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
That's gonna.
You build yourself.
Yeah.
You know that story behind the Lamborghini? What I like, a Lamborghini, red Lamborghini.
No.
When I was with my títeres in Puerto Rico, is bad guys in Puerto Rico. We was riding bike, and this guy in El Condado, this is in San Juan, is Countach, red, the corner, fucking get crazy with the car. I stop and start seeing the car. I said, "Hey, oh my fuck, get the fuck out of my car!" And he throw me something. And just imagine when you are in that age with all your crew.
Yeah.
We start throwing stuff and talking bad to the guy. And that stick to me all my life. And I said, the day that I have one, I have to be a Lambo red. And any kid that approached me to take a picture, I will let them know. I will let them use or take a picture or whatever.
And he really does. He's like, hey, sit in it. He's like, sit in it. Oh, if he will ask, he'd be like, hey, like random people. He's like, oh, if you have kids, like, come.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Now I know the story. I didn't know the story behind that till right now.
Huh?
I didn't know the story.
It's a piece of car. Who cares?
No.
At the end of the day, that kid, maybe that picture may change everything in his life.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I mean, I'm a grown man and it changed mine. I'm like, dude, like it was.
I was right here one day and Anthony approached me and said, hey, Hector, my wife want to see your car. She want to drive your car. I said, yeah, okay. Yes, it's right there. The keys, take it. And she went out. I said, Amy. And she go back like, oh my God. And Anthony looked at me like, oh man, now I have to buy
Dude,
it's my problem.
you already have yours.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a nice ride, man.
Yeah, it's for me. It's just material is material. I don't care. I can have it or don't have it. I can be broke tomorrow and don't have anything.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It's just if I make somebody happy, and they can see it, and I know for a fact this is one of the things that I don't like from those cars that I have is too much attention. I don't like that. But at the end of the day, if somebody approach me, I want to take a picture. Yeah, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
This is him. I don't care. Be honest, I don't care. I don't care that I don't allow too many people to drive it.
Yeah.
But if you want to take a picture, I don't care. Yeah, it's just material.
Yeah.
I may change the day for that person that day.
Yeah.
That's important
See,
for me.
now that's how I'm gonna approach my Lamborghini life too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why not? It's just if you have something that only a certain people have, and you can share your happiness with them, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? It's just the people say, "Oh, well, you got this car." I say, I don't care. Make me happy. The drive is nice. Having that car is nice. It's a beautiful car. It's a wow factor. Good. But having someone who take pictures and I allow them to approach the car like they have it. Yeah, why not? I don't care. Doesn't change anything on me.
Yeah, Lamborghinis.
Yeah, and I like the story behind it. That's why.
I love it.
Oh, like how Lamborghini that started.
Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit on the movie, but I like the core of the.
Yeah, the movie was pretty bad, but it was a good
horrible.
All right, damn, Adam, you got anything for us?
No, I appreciate you coming on the show.
No, thank you guys. Thank you.
I get to learn every session that I train you, which I really appreciate. So,
thank you.
Yeah,
thank you. We share knowledge.
Yeah.
That's awesome, and that's still some of the knowledge from Adam. Whenever he allows me, but so
training has put me in a very interesting position because
true.
You get to be on the same level with these really successful people because training's not cheap. Right?
Not only interesting. Very unique position.
Yes.
A very privileged position.
Yeah, because I get to.
You know how much you have to pay for that knowledge?
And it's you have this thing that they want, right?
Yeah.
This result that they want. So they open up to you in a way that they don't open up to anyone.
Yeah.
But it's on you. There's something about you.
I appreciate that.
It's something about you. It's because I'm not that way with anybody.
I appreciate that.
We share some stuff in our personal lives.
Yeah.
That makes us more integrated, more than the business and the exercise.
Well, no, if we were to stop training tomorrow, we'd be friends.
Yeah.
That's just the way it's shaped out to be.
I won't share my toys with him, but
he can text you every now and then. But I got you.
Nah, I don't care. It's just material.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you guys. Thank you, and I wish you a lot of success. Whatever I can do, to give my 2 cents and help you, I don't mind. Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to go with you when you buy your first Lambo. I want to go with you.
Oh man, let's do it. Let's do it. You want to go too, Adam?
100%.
Yeah,
all right, let's go.
I want to negotiate the price and everything.
Oh, for real? You can do that with me?
100%.
He's
When you got a chance, talk to my wife, Yomari. One thing that she hates about me is when I'm negotiating.
Really?
She left everything. She doesn't know. I don't like over here.
He's been offering half on boats for the past month.
For real?
If it's 60,000, 30,000.
For real?
For the past month.
Yeah.
He's gonna get a big one day. Someone's gonna say yes.
Yeah.
What the 50% off is crazy.
He's like, I offered him this. We'll see.
If you're selling something and I give you a price and you sell it to me, yeah, well, that's a business. What is the worst thing that they can say? No. Yeah. That's it. But I can negotiate your next car. I can help you with that.
Love it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I love it. I'm the guy who the dealers hate. I bought my Huracan from my house. Sit down in my house. I didn't do anything. I just went and pick up the car. That's it.
You called them on the phone or you did it online?
No, I went online. I checked everything. I sent PPI. It's a pre-purchase inspection for supercars and stuff like that. You send a company that do check the car and send you the report. They said the car was mint. And then that's where the negotiations start. I talked to the guy and the guy started the dancing. And I said, listen, this is very, very easy. Here's the price. Here's what I want to pay. This is what I'm approved. Oh, I got my bank. I'm not asking you for banks. I got my own financing. I'm not asking you for anything. Just give me the out of the door price and we got a deal. Oh, let me talk to my manager. Talk to your manager. I'm out. I'm approved for another Lamborghini. The only reason I'm entertaining this conversation is because it's red. And it's weird, a red Lamborghini. Yes or no? That's what I got. Next day he said, yeah, we're gonna do this. I said, okay, no problem. Sure. I talked to my bank. They wired the money. I went with my uncle. At that moment, I have the porch. And we went together on Sarasota. And then I go back. That's it.
Nice.
Took me a week to negotiate that.
Damn. See, that's what I'm trying to be. Did you you bought it cash? Like
No.
was it okay?
Why? Use other people's money.
Yeah, use other people's money.
I'm a banker, bro. That's a banking 101.
See, I need to get on that too. I need to
Use
get on that
bank's
too.
money always. Why are you going to use your resources? Why?
You're right.
If you got an accident, insurance pay for it.
Smart. All right, guys. We really
Thank you,
let's
guys.
get
Thank
up out
you.
of here, man. We really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.